Hey, this is Mark, and today I'm going to be working on an iPhone 5S that is another apparent U2 failure. It is pulling very low current, like 80 to 90 milliamps, through the USB charger. So the most likely candidate in this case is going to be U2 or Tristar. The 5S and the 5C Tristar is really one of the easiest BGA jobs to start with. So anybody out there who is just kind of getting their feet wet with microsoldering and isn't really confident with their BGA skills yet, and you want a good project to start with, the 5S or 5C Tristar is great. Because you definitely know if you did it right because the phone is going to charge. And there isn't a whole lot of stuff in the area, so there aren't a lot of ways that the repair can go wrong. One thing is, this is the TriStar here. This is the audio IC in the 5S. You can see it's underfilled, so you do want to be careful of that. You can run into problems if you get that too hot, but that's easy enough. You just throw a quarter on it, and that'll protect it. There we go. All right. So you do want to take note of the orientation with the board like this. The dot is in the bottom right-hand corner. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the video, but this chip I'm removing is an A16A1. And I'm going to replace that with an A16A3. So that's just a newer version of TriStar, A1610, sorry, A1610A1, that I'm replacing with A1610A3, which is just a newer version of the 1610 TriStar. And they are compatible. You just want to, the only thing really that's not compatible, you don't want to use a 1608 when you're supposed to use a 1610, or vice versa. 1608s are used in like the iPad Mini 1 and the iPhone 5 and the iPad 4, in that first generation of devices that had lightning cables. There we go. So if you disturb anything, really easy to just go in with hot air and just get it back into place. No need to freak out. All right, that's in place. So that should be all it needs. Go ahead and clean up some of the flux. And then I'll put the shield back on. Putting the shield back on before I test it because I'm 100% confident that this is going to work. Seen enough of these enough times. It's always Tristar in these devices. It's really frustrating. I mean, it reminds me earlier I was on Reddit, and I subscribed to a few different like iPhone help related subreddits. Um, and one of them, which is kind of like not repair shop focused and more end user focused, somebody was describing symptoms of TriStar failure in the iPhone 6, which was like they had been using a car charger and an aftermarket charger, and now suddenly their phone will only charge with one car charger and nothing else. And I mean that's pretty. I mean, definitely going to be TriStar. And you see, like all the advice being given to these people is, oh, you need to take that to Apple. Apple will take care of that for you, and like that couldn't be further from the truth. Apple will never ever take care of that for you. They will tell you that you need to pay $200 to get another phone, or even more to upgrade to the newest iPhone. So you know, when all you want is to make your phone work again, um, you know, Apple will tell you, "Oh, that can't be done." Um, and then you know you got these know nothings on Reddit, um, just spouting off immediately. Anytime you have a problem, take it to Apple. You don't want to let those independent repair guys touch it. They don't know what they're doing. When the reality is, we're the only ones who actually can fix that problem. Um, Apple won't do it, and they can't. All right. Let's see. I'll just throw it back in the housing. So yeah, I find that incredibly frustrating when I'm out trying to give people advice online, and everybody, all these Apple fanboys, just never have a bad thing to say about the Genius Bar. The reality is that's really the least likely place you're going to get any help. Unless you need your screen changed and nothing else, or maybe a battery, going to the Genius Bar is a waste of time. These 5S digitizers are always such a pain. All right, let's get this booted up. All right, so I can see my charging current is now up to 800 milliamps, 0.8 amps, which is acceptable in an iPhone 5S, depending on the battery level. The screen's not doing so great, but yeah, you can see it's It's at 100% and charging now, so this one's good to go. All right. Thanks for watching.